Dear students, now we will see the continuation part of the previous video related to the procedure to start a synchronous motor. So now let us see the steps to start the synchronous motor. So here how to bring the synchronous motor into operation, we should have two unlike poles from stator and rotor, and because of that we are going to achieve the magnetic locking. Then what are the steps to get that magnetic locking and operation of the synchronous motor? Let us see here. Step number one is give a three-phase supply, AC supply to the three-phase winding. This will produce rotating magnetic field at synchronous speed ns. So first you give the three-phase AC supply to the stator, which will produce the rotating magnetic field at the speed ns rpm. Then after that, then drive the rotor by some external means like diesel engine in the direction of the rotating magnetic field at a speed very near or equal to the synchronous speed. So as we know that rotor will not rotate on its own. Because of that, some external device has to be used to rotate the rotor. Because of that, it will be driven with the help of the diesel engine, and it will be rotated in the same direction as that of the rotating magnetic field with a speed very near or equal to the synchronous speed ns. Okay, then after that, third step is switch on the dc supply given to the rotor, which will produce rotor poles. So here after that, rotor will be carrying the field winding. Because of that, we should give the dc supply to the field winding to create the one more magnet. Because of that, we will be getting rotor poles N2 and S2. Now there are two fields. One is a rotating magnetic field produced by the stator, while the other is produced by the rotor, which is physically rotated almost at the same speed as that of the rotating magnetic field. So now we are having two fields, one because of the stator, another because of the rotor, and both will be physically rotated at the same speed. What is that? The speed of rotating magnetic field, that is ns in space. Okay, at particular instant both the fields are magnetically locked. At some instant both stator as well as rotor fields will be magnetically locked. The stator field pulls the rotor into the synchronism. So now because of this magnetic locking, stator field pulls the rotor into synchronism, means both will rotate. Stator as well as rotor will rotate in the same direction with the speed ns rpm, that is synchronous speed. Then the external device used to rotate rotor can be removed. So once rotor is made to rotate on its own, and once synchronism is achieved, then we can disconnect the external device like diesel engine or diesel engine from the rotor. We can disconnect the diesel engine from the rotor once rotor is achieved synchronism, once rotor is magnetically locked with the stator, and once it is running with the speed of synchronous speed value. Okay, but the rotor will continue to rotate at the same speed as that of the rotating magnetic field that is ns speed due to magnetic locking. So once synchronism is achieved, now rotor will be rotating with the same speed as that of the stator because of the magnetic locking. So the essence of discussion so the essence of discussion is that to start the synchronous motor, it needs some device to rotate the rotor at a speed very near or equal to the synchronous speed. So why this is necessary is just because since synchronous motors are not self-starting, and to rotate the rotor by some external means, we are using the petrol or the diesel engine. Once it is achieved synchronism then magnetic locking, then we can disconnect the diesel engine or the external device from the rotor. Okay, so this is all the steps how to start the synchronous motor. So the question will be like, explain the procedure for starting synchronous motor. So if this is the question, then you need to write all these explanations starting from this point. Procedure to start the synchronous motor. So whatever the description I have explained now, all this explanation followed by these two diagrams, and then these steps how to start the synchronous motor. Okay, till to this point you are supposed to explain. If it is asked, explain the steps to start the synchronous motor. And in the next class we will discuss for methods of starting synchronous motor. So this is also the important topic which will be asked repeatedly in the final VTU exam. Hope you can see how many number of times this question has been appeared, and it will be asked like, explain the methods for starting synchronous motor and explain any one method in detail. So out of the four methods, first you need to list out all these four methods, and for any one of the method you can explain in detail. Okay, that is using pony motors, using damper winding as a slip ring induction motor, using small DC machines coupled to it, first you need to list out all these four methods, then you can explain for any one method, which will be the answer for starting for synchronous motor. This we will discuss in the next class. Okay, have a good day.